yogis. Go ahead and find your mat and meet me in forward fold. Hinging at the hips, relax your chest over your thighs. Grabbing opposite elbows and inhale, lift your chest, flat spine. Exhale, fold forward. Stepping your feet back, lightly place your hands down, tabletop pose. Back is flat. And shift back into child's pose, taking your knees wide, feet touch behind you. Arms extended long in front of you, drop your forehead down. Moving your breath through no matter what posture you find yourself in, right? Linking your inhales with your exhales. Inhale, rise, tabletop pose. Flatten your spine, extend your right leg back behind you. Like you're trying to touch the back wall and kick it out to the side. Send it back and drop it down. Go ahead and switch. Inhale, left leg goes back, take it wide, and send it behind you. Lower down. Breath moves, right leg goes back. Send it through your hands, taking low lunge. Frame your front foot and lift up. 90 degrees in your front knee, arms frame your face. Your back foot is flat against the floor. Maybe place your hands on your thighs. Breathing here. Feeling that opening through your front left leg. Arms reach up. And placing them back down, send your leg back. Shift into child's pose. Hips drop over your heels. Maybe if you want to release some tension in your shoulders, place your hands on your low back. Find softness in your body. Breath moves from your core. And rise, tabletop pose. Go ahead and switch sides. Left leg extends behind you. Send it through your hands. On your inhale, lift your arms up by your ears. Shoulder blades relax. 90-degree angle in that front knee. Hug your low rib cage in. Shoulder blades relax down your spine. Feeling as if there's a string lifting the top of your head to the sky. Remain that posture. Remain lifted out of your chest. Arms extend high. And place your hands on the ground. Step your legs back. Tabletop pose. Exhale, downward facing dog if it's there for you. Lifting your hips. Walking your heels all the way up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, slowly rise up, stacking your vertebrae one at a time. Send your head up, your arms lift above. Hands come to heart center, Samastitihi. Sink low, king chair or queen chair. Queen chair, big toes touch, your heels an inch apart. Tuck your tailbone under. Arms lift up by your face. Shoulder blades relax down your spine. And rise, Tadasana. Straighten your legs and stand. Take your left foot back. Warrior one. Sinking low into your front leg. Guide your back left hip forward more by dropping that left arm forward. Wanting to square your hips to the front of the room. Inhale, lift and lean back. And step your foot up, forward fold. Exhaling as you drop your head down lower than your heart. Inhaling as you rise up. Stacking your vertebrae, pressing down through your feet to lift your arms. Hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Right foot steps back, warrior one. Square your hips. Maybe ask your right arm to charge forward to help square your hips off a little bit more. Breath always moves through. If you feel like a posture's too tough, just take child's pose. Step your back foot up and fold over your legs. Relax your chest towards your thighs. Maybe straighten the backs of your legs. Maybe take an alteration here. Interlace your fingers behind your back to take your shoulders forward. And then sweep your arms down and up. chair pose. Hips settle back. If you can wiggle your toes, you know your weight is in your heels. Now slowly drop your hips back. Take boat pose if that's there for you. Narbasana. Feet lift. Arms lift up. Chest rises. And then sink your torso back. Keep your knees bent. Your head is flat on the floor. Reaching your fingers towards your heels, walk your feet in as close to your sits bones as you can. And on your exhale, press your hips to the sky, bridge pose. Feel grounded through your feet and your upper back. Exhale, lower down, drop your hips. Sending your right foot to the sky, keep it straight and press. Bridge pose with your leg lifted. And return down. Go ahead, switch sides. Left leg extends up, pressing through that right foot. Bridge pose. Exhale, lower down. Return your feet to the mat. Grab your inner arches of both feet. Happy baby pose. Legs come out wide. Relax your head back. Drop your tailbone down. Move your breath. It is okay. Full body stretch. Reach your arms behind you. Point your toes as far as you can. Send your knees in towards your chest. Bridge pose again. Now let your arms lift as your hips rise. Allowing both to move at the same time. Simultaneously lift your arms and your hips, like they're both on the same cable. Inhaling as you press your hips, exhale to lower them back down. Full body stretch. And then roll yourself over onto your belly side. We're going to set up for a few simple back bends here. Protect your spine. If you have low back pain, keep your feet down for this. If not, let them lift along with your torso, locust pose. Shoulders slide down your back. Exhale, release. Soften everything to the floor. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to rise up. Second locust pose. Shoulders slide down your back. Toes point and lengthen back behind you. Keep the crown of your head nice and long. And release, soften to the floor. Listening to your breath. We're going to lift up here into Sphinx pose. Keep your elbows directly under your shoulders. Thighs and feet and legs are on the floor. Lifting your gaze. Maybe take it further and bend your knees. Try to take your toes back. Lifting your head. Shoulders slide down your back. And then forearm plank. Lift your torso, lift your legs, tuck your toes under. Stay grounded under your forearms. Elbows directly under your shoulders. Hug your core in towards your spine. Planks are the best abdominal strengthener for your body. It requires all muscles of your ab corset to work for you. And I always say corset because that's what it is. You don't just have abs on the front of you, you also have them around your backside and on the sides of your body. Sink back to child's pose to come out of this. Hips drop back over your heels. Breathing through, lift up, tabletop pose, back is flattened. Extend your right leg behind you, send it through, low lunge. Guide your arms up by your face and lift up, warrior one. Flatten your back foot to the floor, but stay 90 degrees in your front leg. Exhale, open, warrior two. Arms are long, your chest and your hips face one direction, but your vision is facing forward. Inhale, reverse, and lean back. Exhale, side angle pose. Take your forearm to your right thigh. Lift your left shoulder above your right shoulder. Feel your shoulders stack. Press down through that back left heel. You want to stay lifted out of your chest here. To take it further, if you want to, extended side angle. You drop that bottom hand to the floor. Inhale, reverse and lean back. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Then on your exhale, take yourself down to the floor, tabletop pose. Sink back further, taking child's pose if that's there for you. Revisit your breath. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, left leg goes back. Inhale, left leg forward. And rise, low lunge, arms by your face. Warrior one on the left side. Flatten that back foot and open. Warrior two, arms are long and open. Draw that front knee a little wider towards your pinky toe edge side. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle pose. Left forearm to your left thigh. Right hand to the ceiling. Feel your shoulders stack. Press down through your right foot. Maybe take extended side angle if that's there for you. Moving your breath always. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Straighten your front leg. Reach back. And exhale, go down towards the floor. Forward fold. Hinge at your hips. Relaxing over your legs. You'll notice here we're now facing the other side of the mat. That's okay. Changing perspective. Inhale, slowly rise up to stand. Setting your feet, remain grounded where you are. Lift your arms above your head and tip forward. Left leg extends behind you, warrior three. Reaching for the front wall, pressing the back wall away. Return, arms stay lifted and relax. Go ahead, switch sides here. Left leg grounds down, right foot presses back. Feel strong in your standing leg. Breathe from your core. And return. Go ahead and stand to Tadasana. Cycle your breath through. Move it through. Now lower down, queen chair. Big toes touch. And then take eagle pose. Right leg lifts up and over your left leg. Right arm goes under your left arm. Create space between your elbows and your knees as you sift your hips back. Sift is not a word. Well, it is, but not for this. Shifting is what I meant. Go ahead and switch sides. Eagle pose on your left. Whenever you hear a teacher say that, it's just the leg that goes over top. So left leg over. And your left arm is underneath your right arm. You can always wrap your hands around your shoulder blades, give yourself a hug instead. Feel strong in your standing leg. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And release, arms lift up. Drop your head back for a slight back bend. And Samastitihi to reset. I'm going to rotate here to the side for you just so you can see tree pose. You can mirror me. Go ahead and lift your left leg above or below your knee. Or if it's there for you, take half lotus pose. Tree pose, extending your arms. Whoop, little wobble here. That's okay. Breathe through it no matter what shows up. Sometimes we think it's easier to not breathe. That's simply not true. Your body, your muscles need oxygen to function and to run. So don't believe the tricks, the lies your mind might play. Go ahead and open your torso up towards the side where your knee is bent and rotate back the other direction towards your straight leg. Inhaling to lift, lengthen up. Exhale, fold over your thigh, keeping your leg bent if that's there for you. Hands might touch the floor. Bending at your bottom leg, lower down, lifting up through your chest. Exhale, folding over that same leg as you rise. And lift up, go ahead and reset. Wobbles are good, wobbles are okay. Side bends here. Press your hip to one side as your feet press down. Sending your chest up towards the sky. Set up for tree pose on your right side. Sending your hips forward as your knee draws back. And take your shape with your arms. Exhale to twist and open. And sometimes you fall, you get right back in. Switching sides to rotate, maybe twist towards that straight leg. Exhale to release and reset. Hands by your sides or at Samastitihi in heart center. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop your knees to the floor, hero's pose. Sitting on your heels. And set up for camel pose. Hands on your hips, send them forward over your knees. Lift your chest to the sky, drop your head back. Stay here or reach for your ankles with your hands. Breath always moves. Squeeze your butt to lift out of this. And sit back on your heels, hero's pose. Maybe close your eyes. Revisit your intention. A few rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale to drop your belly and lift your head. Exhale to arch your spine and look down. Match your breath with each motion. Explore your body here. Maybe continue to do cat-cow pose or lift into headstand. Support the back of your head with the cup of your two hands. Elbows, forearms are your base. Tuck your core in towards your spine. Squeeze your legs, your butt to lift yourself straight up to the sky. Feel free to use the help of a wall to help yourself position. Using the help of a friend to maybe hold your ankles in the sky. Regardless of how you change your perspective, go ahead and send a little gratitude for yourself just based off what you can do. Focusing on what you can do and not on what you can't do. Child's pose, relax into whatever posture feels good for you. Shifting over, we're going to send some love to our obliques. Side plank. Keep your left elbow flat on the floor. Your elbow, your forearm is down. Give your top leg a few leg lifts. Stacking your shoulders and switching sides. Feel grounded under your forearm. Be sure your elbow is directly under your shoulder. Imagine there's a fishing line lifting your top leg to the ceiling, and your feet stack on top of each other. Maybe send some funk to it, explore your own body. Send your belly around. Now regular plank, second one here. Tuck those toes under, stack your elbows under your shoulders. Drop your belly down, lower your chest, and lift your legs. Windshield wiper your legs back and forth, release your low back. Superman set up, extend your arms forward, lift your arms and your feet off the floor. Ground through your upper thighs. Lift your chest, keep your head long here. Exhale, soften down. Elbows under your shoulders, Sphinx pose here. Maybe bend your knees and try to reach your head back towards your toes. Press back, maybe take dolphin pose here. Forearms remain on the ground. Send your chest back towards your shins. Hug your core up and in. Maybe play around in this if it's there for you. Tipping your body weight forward, but tuck that knee up and into your chest to help yourself hinge forward. Taking pincha, scorpion pose if that's there for you. And follow your breath to lower down. Stand up, lift forward and fold. Forward fold, soften your head towards your ankles. Maybe wrap your arms around the backs of your legs. Give yourself a hug. Release your arms to the ground. Take your feet wide and point your toes out. Malasana, deep squat. Your elbows are inside both knees. Your hands are pressed together to lift your chest and drop your shoulders down your back. You're working on opening your hips here. Continue to move your breath. This is a great posture for digestion. Maybe explore from side to side what a little twisting might feel like. And you can always place a yoga block under your butt in this pose, just to bring the earth closer to you. When you're ready, forward fold to come out of this. Take ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows, frame your face with your arms. Halfway lift. Send your left leg behind you, right leg stays on the ground, half moon pose. So imagine your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked, and your top left hip is lifted towards the ceiling. Forward fold to release and reset. Right leg extends behind you, ground down through your left foot, lift your right arm to the sky. Half moon pose. Feel your shoulders stack. And fold forward. Relax your head. Standing splits, keep your left leg on the ground, right leg lifts behind you as you fold. And same thing on the other side. Drop your head to fold further. Your biceps will never pull harder than your leg muscles can handle. And keep your right foot at the top of your mat. Left foot goes behind you, warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two pose. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Lift out of your chest. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Take triangle pose, Trikonasana. Drop your right hand to a yoga block or your shin. Lift your top left arm to the ceiling and behind you. Tuck your tailbone under your body. Ground down through your feet to lift up, 5-pointed star. Point all 10 toes in one direction. Interlace your fingers behind your back, lean yourself back. Exhale to fold forward and hinge down. Drop your head towards the floor. Inversion here, that happens when your hips are higher than your heart, or your heart is more so higher than your head. If headstand is in your practice, maybe take that up. Knowing that it all starts from the foundation first and works its way up. Exploring your body in whatever posture you decide to choose. Whether you stay in forward fold with your legs wide, that's good and fine. Especially if your body is agreeing with it. You never want to force any of the postures. Listen for your breath first, and then allow your body to move you into the direction that it chooses. Because if you ever cannot breathe, you are straining yourself to some degree. So really challenge yourself to match your inhales with your exhales. And continue to just use your oxygen as a way to drown your muscles with breath. Release this, wide leg forward fold, maybe take ragdoll pose, grabbing opposite elbows with your hands. Flat back to rise yourself up. Arms are wide, 5-pointed star. Now turn your toes out and away from each other, set up for goddess pose. Sinking down into your hips, lift your chest up, drop your shoulders back. Inhale, rise, star pose. Exhale, lower, goddess pose. Maybe take a stretch from side to side, exploring what lateral movement might feel like. Allowing your chest to continue to rotate up towards the sky. Inhale to lift and straighten, star pose. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, star. Go ahead and open up towards the left side, sinking down into warrior two. 90 degrees in your front leg, flatten down through that back foot. Inhale, reverse, lift your front arm up and behind, straighten your front leg. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Drop your hand down, right arm extends to the sky. Tuck your tailbone under, lean your chest back. Inhale to rise up, 5-pointed star. All 10 toes face the wall. Inhale to lean back. Exhale, take yourself forward and down. Relax and soften your head. Maybe take both hands towards the floor. And then rotate yourself towards the other side of the mat, towards the right. Drop your forearms down to the ground. And get yourself ready for puppy pose. Keep your hips up towards the sky. Shins are flat on the floor. Drop your chest down towards the ground and slowly start to walk your chest forward, keeping your hips up in the sky. Arms are long out in front of you, and to get out of this, just lower your hips. Straighten your legs behind you. Zip up for locust pose. Shoulders slide down your back. Feet hover off the floor. Go ahead and soften down. Rotate onto your back. Bend your knees, send your ankles towards your sits bones. And straighten your legs up towards the sky, waterfall pose. This is a great inversion for you. If you want, you could stay there or just go ahead and take this shoulder stand. Support your back with your hands or just keep them straight. Stack your hips on top of your shoulders, your knees on top of your hips. If you want, take plow. Drop your feet behind your head. Your eyes always follow your toes, no matter where they go. Breath is moving, taking your time. And release, unroll from this, back down to your back. Feet straight up to the sky, waterfall pose. Imagine you're pressing the ceiling away, and your tailbone is glued to the floor. Work your abs for a second. Keep your right foot up. Drop your left leg. And reach both arms beyond that straight right leg. Go ahead and switch. Left foot stays up. The right leg is long. Chest lifts up. And release. Drop your chest down. Keep your knees bent. And press up. Bridge pose. Send your shoulders more under you. Reaching for those ankles. Squeeze your glutes to lift your hips higher. Press down through your feet. And release. Lower your hips down. Shift your right ankle on top of your left leg. Catch the back of your left ankle. You're just going to pull your leg in towards your chest. If your left ankle is not accessible for you, just grab behind your left thigh. That started to hurt my wrist for a second, so I decided to change this. And this is going to help to open up your hip on your right side. Go ahead and change window opener on the other side. This is really reclined half pigeon pose. You can always take it on your front side, but this is on your back. It's a little bit easier, especially for the morning time when you're just getting your body warm. Drop your head back to go further, opening up your left hip here. Great for sciatic nerve pain. Release this, draw your right knee in towards your chest, take supine twist. You're going to drop your right arm towards the ground and let gravity take your right leg across your body. Switching sides, go ahead and guide your right leg across, left leg, left arm drops to the floor. Guide yourself back and finish off into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. Feet will come together and touch. Your knees will fall open and wide. And let your arms just fall where they may, allowing this to be your Savasana moment. Returning to your natural prana, your natural breath. Revisiting your intention and why you're on your mat. Reassuring yourself, setting gratitude for yourself. Stay here as long as you would like, or go ahead and lift up to any seated pose of your choice. Crossing your legs, taking lotus, or maybe kneeling. Hands on your sides or on your knees. Take a clearing breath in and out. Maybe a twist. Sending your gaze towards your back shoulder. Exhaling everything through. Inhale as you lift up, and hands to Samastitihi. Namaste, my friends. I'll see you all soon. See you on your mats tomorrow.